Hi, this is Michelle from Layers of Learning. I'm going to take you on a tour of the ancient history course from Layers of Learning so you can see what's inside and how it works. So this is the book. It's fairly hefty. This is for an entire year of learning with all of your children, and it can be reused year after year. The idea is that you go through all 4 of the courses, and that takes you through all of history, and then you come back to this one in the 5th year. So this is what it looks like inside. This QR code takes you to the Ancient History Resources page, which I will show you in a moment. Here's the table of contents. There are 9 units in this course. So First Civilizations, Ancient Egypt, Ancient China, Bronze Age Near East, Iron Age Near East, Ancient India, Ancient Europe, Ancient Greece, and Ancient Rome. Most people have roughly 9 months in their school year, and so this allows you to do 1 unit per month. It's a very easy way to schedule and think about your school year and to break things down. This is the first unit, and it's First Civilizations. It begins with a quick summary of what's going to be in the unit. You can read this to your kids or just read it to yourself to get yourself oriented. It doesn't have to be read to the children. This entire book is meant for the adult mentor to use with children. So it's not a textbook. Over here on the side, on this first sidebar, we have the unit overview. It shows the key concepts, the vocabulary from this unit, and important places in this unit. Over here on this sidebar, we have bookworms. This is the first one. The first bookworm is meant to be a family read aloud. You can choose to do it or not. This entire curriculum is pick and choose. And then right here we have the library list. Again, these are pick and choose. These are things that you can search for at your library and then read them with your kids or assign your kids to read them during the unit. As you go through, you'll find all kinds of sidebars that can take you off on tangents. And again, you can use them or not as you wish. They're kind of extras so that you learn a little bit more about the topic, or you can take off on a tangent somewhere. The main body of the unit is the Explore section, and this has a series of explorations. And again, pick and choose. You generally would do one of these, one exploration per day of history learning in your homeschool. So this is one lesson, each exploration. This one right here is Thinking Like a Historian. And kids take a piece of string and they stretch it out, and this represents the entire timeline of history. And then they put events along the timeline so they get a scope, kind of a picture in their mind of how long history truly is and how much we are learning about when we learn about human history. And again, there are many different explorations that you can choose from. And you just pick the ones that you like and you pass on the ones that you don't for whatever reason. And then next time you come around to this unit, you can do more. So usually during a unit, I will only do 3 to 4 explorations, usually 4, because we do history once per week. And so we have 4 weeks in the month, so that's 1 exploration per week. And there are about roughly 20 explorations in each unit, so you're passing on a lot. But that's okay because you will come back to it, and because so much of your learning is from the books and the videos that you read and view. The explorations are meant to be hands-on activities that solidify the learning. They create mental hooks, they create memorable learning, they make it fun, but they're not your total learning. You also are learning from books and videos. So it's not important to do every single exploration. The final section in each unit is the Show What You Know section, and this is where you do testing. So it takes the place of traditional testing in schools. Every unit has a coloring or narration page. The coloring page is meant for the very youngest children. They can color in the picture and then they can tell you what they have learned and you write what they tell you. That's a narration. There are also pages that are lined, have a small image to color, and then they're lined and children can write on their own. Or again, they can narrate to you and you can write for them, depending on the age and the ability of your child. And then we have other quiz games, printables, activities. Most units also have writer's workshop ideas. and in each of the Writer's Workshop units so that it can coordinate with whatever you're doing in Writer's Workshop at the moment, if you choose. And then finally, there's the Big Book of Knowledge in every unit. This is a sheet that you can print and put into a binder, and you can color in or label the thing that is included on the page, but there's also lots of white space where you can write down the things that your family has learned during the unit, and then you use this to write tests or to quiz your kids or to have quiz games, and not just at the end of the unit, but all through the year and even into future years if you choose. So you're constantly reviewing and solidifying all this information that you've covered during the unit. Over here on this side, we have the unit trivia questions. These are meant to be, I mean, you can just ask them to your kids and use them, but you want to make sure that you're asking things that they have actually learned. So if you never talked about cuneiform writing during the unit, you would not quiz your kids on cuneiform writing. But the idea is that this helps you to see, these are the kinds of questions I can ask. It gives you a model, as well as, you can actually use these questions if you like. So that's what the history unit looks like. Now, this Big Book of Knowledge and a lot of other places in this unit, you will find that there are printables referred to. And so the printables are in a printable pack. This is the printable pack for ancient history. Every unit has its own printable pack. And when you buy the course or an individual unit, the printable pack comes with it. It's included in the price. So this particular one, I don't know, it has 33 pages. This is the table of contents. If you are using this on your computer, you can click on the table of contents and it will take you straight to the printable that you want to go to. The first one in the history units always has the timeline tags. These go with the Book of Years. And the Book of Years is a timeline and encyclopedia of civilizations that you build yourself. The history units have the timeline, and they have these pictures that we think of like stickers. You can cut them out and put them in your Book of Years and then add a caption to them. So that's the printable pack. And then finally, I want to show you the resources. I showed you that QR code at the beginning of the ancient history book. The QR code leads you to this page, the resources, history resources, ancient history resources from Layers of Learning. So if we go here, you will see that you have links for the unit, things that go with the unit, and you can use these to help you learn even more, things that are on the internet. Every unit has a YouTube playlist, and the playlist is specifically curated to go with the explorations in the unit. You would not watch the entire playlist. You would just be picking between them the ones that you are covering, the topics that you're covering specifically during the unit. So that's what the Layers of Learning Ancient History book looks like. The other subjects, science, geography, and arts, are all set up in the same way. They have a very similar look to them. There will be a few minor differences because they're different subjects, but for the most part, they're all set up the same way, and that is how they work. I hope that you will check out Layers of Learning. I hope that you will enjoy family-style learning and get together with your kids and have some fun. Layers of Learning is a homeschool curriculum company. We create hands-on and literature-based lessons in history, geography, science, arts, and language arts. Check us out at layersoflearning.com and on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Have fun learning!